fellas and ladies, Survive X here today, and I had a few fans of mine keep on asking, okay, you tried different machetes out, which one did you like best? How did each one compare to the other? So today we're going to do a little bit of comparison test out of the four that I've done. Now, the first one here is going to be the Jungle Master. This one here is actually my first video that I've ever done. So, and then a few videos later, I did the SOG Safari Tonto blade 10-inch. And then I done the Kershaw Count 12. And then I did a Camillus Carnivore X. So my goal is today to just figure out which one I like best and which one works best. Each one of these have a plus and minus of, like the saw blades on some of them. So I'm gonna give it a shot today and see what I like about them, see what I don't like about them, and here we go. Okay, first out is gonna be the Jungle Master here. I'm gonna just hit it 10 times. Oh, I almost hit the camera on that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me see if I can get a little close for it and show you what it looks like. This right here is going to be your Jungle Master, the first one. To me, it looks like it did a good bit of damage. But still, that handle sucks. I mean, like I said, I may try to do in the future videos and make a good handle for that out of wood or something to help that out quite a lot. Because it'd be a good blade if I actually can use it without hurting my hand. Alright, so next up, the Tonto blade, the SOG. Okay, so let me take you up close and see what that looks like. Right there is going to be the Tonto, the SOG Safari 10-inch. It did a little damage, but not as much as the first one. Like so. Okay, so now we're going to try the Kershaw blade here out. See how that does in 10 shots. Okay, I'm going to show you a closer picture of that. And this right here is going to be our Kershaw Count 10. It did good. I missed a few times on this one, but to me it's not as good as the first one. Alright, so next up is going to be the Carnivore X. 10 shots right here. Okay. So, once again, this right blade here still likes to twist on me, but let me show you a close-up of that one also. And this is the Camillus Carnivore X, and it looks good on this one. This another one looks pretty good. I don't know if it's as good as the first one, but it does a whole lot better than the other two. So let's go from that. Okay, another component of these blades here is the extra feature some of these come with. It's like the saw blade. I actually test these out in the other videos, and I'm going to try to get those up. But two of these to me only have a saw blade to them, which is going to be this right here is the SOG Safari Tonto blade and the Carnivore X. Now this I keep on wanting to say Bushmaster, Jungle Master right here does not. It's got a saw like on it, but it doesn't work like a saw. It's very bad and all that. But yeah, these two is actually the ones that have the saw blade on it. Lost my train of thought again. So I guess we can test those two out and see. Like I said, it's an added feature. Machete is just supposed to have a good edge to them. I mean, saw blade is usually a plus, but let's see what we got going on with that one. Okay, so first up, let's try the Tonto blade. So I'm just going to do it a few times and to see what happens from the saw. Show you a closer picture of that too. Okay, so next up we're going to do the Carnival X blade. Carnival X is actually biting in the log more, but it's making it a little harder to saw. So that there's going to be your saw, Tonto, and that's going to be your Carnival X. Off the bat, the saw is going to be a little deeper, looks like, than the Carnival X, but both of them works good. The saw works just a little better. It gives me a little less resistance on the cutting wise, and the handle feels a little better in my hand while cutting. Okay, the overview of this, or like I want to call it this time, the countdown style. We're going to count down which was the least favorite to my favorite, which one works better, and which one doesn't. So, as far as that, let's get started. And number 4 would have to be the Jungle Machete. I personally think this blade, the sharpness of it, is probably did better than all the other ones. But two things failed on this to me. The saw-like, which it doesn't work like a saw, and the handle, which sucks. You can tell now, you can get that, it's unraveling. So I'm going to see if I put another handle on it, and I may revisit this one. But the blade, if you can see, it's got a curve to it, like so, and that's what makes this a good chopping thing. But if it had a different handle on it, this could be a top 1, top 2. But it just, that handle, it bites in my hand, and there's no, let's see, a handle. There's no such thing as a good blade without a good handle. That's what I'm shooting for. But yeah, that's gotta be a top 4. I know it works one of the best. Now these 3, it's gonna be somewhat hard to pick from because they have different things that can add and minus their ability. So I have to say probably this would be number 3. Only because the saw works, that could be a plus. But then again, when you use the saw, this little nub here bears into your finger right there. And so the saw, you can use it on like small trees, but the farther you go in, the more resistance it is. And it bears in your hand, and it kind of hurts after a while. But the blade itself, it handles everything it's supposed to. I mean, I was chopping all kinds of stuff, and I don't see any edge damage to it, which that's always a plus in my book. So next up, as a machete, I would say maybe the SOG Safari, and that's only because as a machete, you mostly gonna use the machete part, and it does a good job. It just cuts less than the others. But the only thing this one has going for it is the saw. The saw works. I mean, the saw works very good. It don't hurt your hand. It don't have as much resistance as the other one. But this right here, I would say probably have to be number 2. And the handle, like I said, the handle feels good on this one too. But the only knock is, I say, it's just because the blade is not either not as sharp or not as long, or what it is, as chopping wise, I say don't do as much damage. And I guess number 1 about is going to be the Kershaw Count 10. The handle feels amazing. It does have it's a little thicker than some of them, but it feels good in your hands. You can chop it. When you chop, you feel like very good. Sharpness, looks like a little ding right here where I cut the music box or whatever you call those things. But it works good. It's got a good handle, good weight. It's a little on the balance side. But yeah, this is gonna be my favorite one so far I've tested, and we will test a whole lot more later on or in the future. And I want to compare this one to the other ones. But to me, the saw blade really doesn't, like I said, affect it anyway, because it's a machete. You're supposed to use the blade, not the saw on it. If you want a saw, get a saw. So that's the one I like. And with that, there she be.